Donor advised funds is a really useful way to donate in other countries, but it's really new in Spain. Let's see some examples.
Well, in fact, when you give 10 euros, you give 10 euros to a charity or a non-profit. But when you want to give a little more, you can have a proper impact. And building a donor advised fund is a very efficient way for donors or corporations to have an impact, but to get guided by a mother structure. So in Fondation de France, we do have 1,000 donor advised funds and corporate funds. And this tool has been so efficient that it helped develop philanthropy in our country. What is important about a big donor or a corporation is understanding their will. So that's what we try to do. Building donor advised fund is doing tailor-made philanthropy.
At the King Baudouin Foundation, we are managing 1,300 funds under the umbrella of the King Baudouin Foundation. So those are 1,300 either families, individuals, corporates, organizations that did come to King Baudouin Foundation that said, look, I want to do this with the money I have at my disposal. And so we create donor advised funds. Because if you create one fund on handicap, a second donor advised fund on handicap, and a third one, then those funds can start to collaborate. It's very cost effective. You are immediately learning the job of being a philanthropist, because you are already benefiting from the networks that all the umbrella foundations in Europe do have. You are put immediately in contact with the right partners, so that the means that you have at disposal for philanthropy are well used and will achieve the best impact.
A good way of visualizing a donor-advised fund is as a bank account for giving to charity. The second you deposit your money into the donor-advised fund, it is a charitable donation at that point. An advantage of a donor-advised fund is that you do not need to run your own foundation, but you have all the benefits of having one for the purposes of giving to charity. Donor-advised funds are vitally important to CAF and our donor base, and also our beneficiary charities. We are the largest provider of donor-advised funds in the United Kingdom and one of the largest in the world, and it allows people to be much more generous than they would able to be without the funds. Currently, the Charities Aid Foundation, via donor-advised funds, helps to distribute £1 billion worth of grants to a charity in one of over 130 countries around the world every single year.
Donor advised funds are actually a philanthropic tool, very common abroad, and we are trying to develop donor advised funds in Italy as well. We are an umbrella foundation. It means that we manage different projects, different donor advised funds that philanthropists decided to create, and we basically provide administration and business management, employees, and basically expertise on the third sector. So philanthropists don't have to think about other things, they just can do philanthropy.